Okay, yeah. Mark is watching our weather right now, and few rain showers going through.
Yeah, a few hefty showers this evening, a few more than I expected. I mean, a little heftier than I expected. But then tomorrow's really light stuff, a few showers come and go. Rain intensity index, do you know where your umbrella is right now?
I had to find it.
Yeah, it's trunk of my car.
That's how everybody is. I'm the same way. I think it's in my green box that has my jumper cables. But that's how we are here. Most of the time, we don't really need an umbrella, right? Because we tend to have light showers. That's what we have coming up for tomorrow. But sometimes in the warm season, there's plenty of moisture in the air when it's warmer. We can get downpours. We'll take a look at those in just a second. There's our Willamette Valley Vineyards camera. Kind of quiet there today, I noticed, compared to yesterday and over the holiday weekend. All right, so we have two areas of active weather. It has calmed down in northeast Oregon just during our 4 o'clock show. We had a severe thunderstorm warning right over Wallowa County. Now that's gone. That cell has really died down. It passed right over you folks in Wallowa. And then you see a few more thunderstorms down there approaching, well, not really approaching Baker City, but they're south of Phillips Reservoir down there. But now it's just a lightning strike or two over there. So now we're watching some showers, no thunder showers as of now, but kind of like that Victor Point area, southwest of Silverton, and then off to the south, Silvercrest, now to the east. These will be moving into they are in the Cascade foothills. And then this is quite a splotch of solid rain here from East Portland out into the west end of the gorge. Looking pretty wet now out of Crown Point. And this is through Gresham, Fairview. You're getting downpours. This is headed into the mouth of the gorge. I see another area of hefty showers coming right off the coast, or off the West Hills here, Linton, and then out into St. John's area. The point is we have these spots of heavy showers that are driven by the sun breaks hitting the ground in the pretty moist atmosphere over us. So tonight, temperatures in the 40s, mainly mountain showers. Once we get to sunset, I think it's about the mountain showers. And then tomorrow, it's a shower or two, kind of quiet out there, a few sprinkles, but also some sun breaks. It's not going to be gloomy tomorrow. So that's tomorrow. What about Thursday? Looks pretty good. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, dry and warm. It's going to feel more like early summer. We do see a brief soaking Sunday and Monday, probably not next Tuesday, but Sunday and Monday, we could see up to an inch of rain in the metro area. At some point later Sunday, the rain moves in. It looks pretty wet. Okay, so here's the last of the system that's going through today. Actually, now it's shifting into north central Oregon. We're getting a few pop-up showers behind it, and we'll get a few showers tomorrow. But in general, things are on the decrease rain-wise. All right, so tomorrow morning, just mainly cloudy, maybe a sprinkle, a shower or two midday. And then beyond that, we think Thursday is going to be all dry and sunny, and Friday should be all dry and sunny as well. Really nice stuff coming up, as you'll see. So a little cooler tomorrow morning, 48. A shower possible anytime tomorrow, but I think by this time tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., I think we're drying out. Temperatures in the mid-60s for highs. That's below average. And then we go above normal Thursday and Friday, well into the 70s. Might be maybe upper 70s on Friday. I don't see much wind coming up the next few days from any direction. Saturday, now it'll be clouding up Saturday, but we don't see a weather system strong enough to give us any sort of substantial rain. By that I'm saying likely dry for Saturday. I think there could be a sprinkle. Okay, that's it. So I think we're fine for the Starlight Parade. Then it turns wet on Sunday. That looks like a real soaker from probably midday Sunday through midday Monday. And then dry and warmer. We think this is the beginning of a big warm-up. That is a possibility. It gets very warm right after our 7-day forecast. So Riel and Pete, this is pretty darn normal for the last 3 days of May and the first 4 days of June.